All right, all right, all right. All right, hello. I can hear you guys again.
What's CTF?
Capture the flag.
Is that a coin?
Sure. All right. So, Naga, I noticed you're not in tabletop simulator. No kidding.
I am.
Okay, it's Darna who's not.
I literally can't run it.
It's all good. We can keep an eye on your character sheet. So, who wants to give us the recap?
Trunks. That's my Goku. That's my Vegeta.
Your what? What was that last one?
Vagina.
Yeah, man, your haircut looks really nice.
Yeah, Dorna, you look like a.
No, you Nog. I'm trying to compliment you.
Yeah,
Jesus,
dude.
man.
Really?
So, last session had a lot of interesting roleplay moments.
Put a hat on.
Where's my hat? Fuck this.
Actually, I totally forgot to throw the the pocket story when I put the suit on. We had the little suit off. 1 sec.
Oh no!
No,
we told it.
Alright, Cass, where you at? Where's the hat, man? Even if it is a... I know what hat you had.
Hold on.
Dodgers hat. Don't do it, Cass.
It doesn't work with my headphones.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh man.
I'll get it.
Welcome to Hats and Dragons, guys.
All right.
We're good.
I put on my robe and wizard's hat.
It's so good.
So
It's really inappropriate.
yeah, can the leader of the Pathfinders give us a recap?
Tristan?
Okay, well,
Well, what had happened was...
What had happened was.
we started 16 hours late, so we didn't do anything.
No,
The end.
as I said and as Tekka said, I do think you guys actually covered a lot of important things through just a few conversations.
That's right. Alright, so...
I was gonna say, had you not taken notes?
Yeah, so basically we, what was it? We started off after having escaped.
Yeah.
What?
We can hear you. You're breathing pretty clearly.
I mean, we're happy that you're doing that.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing, is celebrating life, my friend. Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Okay. Nice. Okay, so we escaped from the sunken temple tower finally, and we decided to God, yeah. So we noticed that water's filling the temple. Temple is sinking into that lake. And where we were in that back room, we noticed that there's some floating chests. And luckily, someone had some good foresight and intuition that it may be a trap. So therefore, we didn't go after it. Even though we kind of attempted, we realized that we just can't do it.
Right.
So, so on our way back, we noticed that the gate is closed on the bridge that, believe it or not, we passed over in order to get here. Jordan is very familiar with this place, is where he got punked by the guards.
No, they got shook.
They didn't get shook at all. No, you had to like wiggle into the water. That was not real. So yeah, basically the gate's closed. There's some new recruits on the other side, and they let us know that Basilisk said not to let anybody come through, and that Basilisk had left town. Yeah, so we force our way through, and I offer them, fortunately with great foresight, I offer them some training with a sword and to never use a mace because those are trash weapons.
Right.
And especially if you're a sailor. And they're like, yeah, we'll take you up on that since we can see that you're super incredible. And then we ended up going to the place where we found Yulamon last time. And we get in there, we see people like urgently gesturing toward us, and we talked to the flight attendant, and he's freaking out. He's like, "You should not go in there." I'm telling him he's a chump, and that we're gonna go in there. So I have him point to the direction of Yulamon's current location, and as we approach the door flies open, and Yulamond is yelling at what's his name, Orny, and you can see the glimmer in his eye, and Eder wants to steal his eye, but he's not successful.
It's quite a
so
hard
we
sleight of
see-
hand check.
Yeah. Please roll a 50 or higher. It only goes up to 20. So, yeah, so we catch him at a pretty bad time, and we try to accompany him. As we go downstairs or like around the way, he points at pretty much every single person in that room that were gesturing at us as soon as we came in. Tells them that if they speak of this incident at all, he will kill all of them because he's capable. Absolutely. We don't know what his stats are, but I can tell he's stronger than I am.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive, to say the least. Yeah, and so.
Well, I don't know. How many Minotaur heads do you have?
We have one.
Can I steal that with my sleight of hand? I have a position in that.
Yeah.
And if I fail, Eder, please help. Yeah, so let's see. Dunzem, we go outside and he signals toward Siliki's new temple that she's been working on. We head over there. His eyes are still glimmering. There's a few halflings inside of the temple. We find Siliki, and Yulamon commands that she empties the entire area. And so they all run off. And then we determine that the voice that we heard from I don't remember what the name of the megalith, monolith.
Aboleth.
Aboleth, yeah, it's close enough. Abla Anderson, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So the Aboleth, we found out that it is definitely not working for Galdreth. And it's most likely an imposter. Oh, sorry. So we haven't figured out what it is yet. So this is where they present to us through like the bestiary that they have. We described that it's a super serpent, and that we did what was asked of them. What else? Eder confronts Yulamon about Orny, and then he goes on kind of a rant explaining that Orny is the governor in name only, but he's not a diplomat. That he and Basilisk were talking, and Orny tried to make Basilisk stay permanent in Moff Balan. And wow, thanks for the gang signs. And Yulamon is super angry at Orny, and we basically ask if we could recruit Tristan, and he obliges, which is very nice of him. Let's see. Oh yeah, and Orny doesn't. He made that jab, right? Like that's our Pathfinder titles are really just spoken. They don't really hold much weight. Is that what it was?
I don't think it was necessarily a jab, but he did make it clear that you guys don't
Both.
have like real power.
Gotcha. Yeah. He obviously hasn't seen my stat sheet. So, let's see. He's thinking about Orny. And he's saying that we have to become the sword of Moff Balan. We need to find a way to kind of overthrow Orny. And I mentioned to him that we're down for a coup. We are down for it, and basically trying to place Siliki as the governor or the head of the city. I also let him know that someone had a plan of possibly killing him if he didn't show great characteristics such as being able to defend the town, and being a righteous human being. That may have been my plan. I don't know. But probably was. And yeah, I like his resolve. He likes mine. He likes ours, which is great. What else happens? So Tristan brings it back. She explains what the aboleth is capable of. We mentioned that metal door that was rumored to be a catacombs, and that there's apparently probably another catacombs where the that was used as a transport for the Galdrethian armies,
Mm-hmm.
and that also may be where the aboleth stays. What else? Yeah, we get the history on the aboleths of Mothbalan, Lossix, Arvanism, and some other stuff. Usually have more structure than that. So
Yeah.
have vassals.
Mm.
So had we had good history, knowledge of the history, would have known this, but we didn't.
Mm-hmm.
We're idiots. So I mean, they basically have like direct lines, right? So how we have like Eder and Lossix, right? I think this is God. That's like direct line of contact rather than having
Right.
like a medium. And then this is where we start learning about the quaddles, right?
Mhm.
That's what
Yeah.
Siliqui is telling us about quaddles. Bjorn, having grown up where he was conscripted to like foreign areas,
Mhm.
he had explored and listened to people talk about quaddles a bit. They're typical magical protectors of the area, and they are the antithesis of aboleths.
Mhm.
So basically, the opposite of them.
Right.
Yeah, so they tend to take to the skies where aboleths are used the water. We ask about taming or receiving assistance from quaddles, and Siliqui basically explains that they may be pretty hard to find and that we need to go on an adventure
Mhm.
to possibly find them, and that is to Galdreth's Heart.
Mhm.
And the children of the forest have spoken about the heart as being this super lively, vibrant place.
Mhm.
But even a devout follower like Siliqui has never been offered a visit. So
Correct.
yeah, we have our
She
work
bitch.
cut out for us. Yeah, she is. So that's where we're at.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. That was a pretty good summary of what we went over.
Thanks so much. 7,
Oh.
10. That's what I'd rate it.
Yep. So Yulamon, he took the little girl to return her to her parents. And you guys like wrapped up your conversation with Siliqui, and you were pretty much done with your business at the temple afterward, right? I don't think you had any more to add on. So we're gonna say that you guys are going to take some time to kind of like plan out like your next course of action. Because as I've said in the past, this being a sandbox game, you don't have to go one way or the other. So if you guys want, you can decide whatever. But regardless of that, who all was grabbed by the water? That was Yutaka, Naga, and Tristan, right? Dorna, you were the only one not to be grabbed by the water?
That's right. Boy,
Yeah.
that's some speed to him.
He ran.
Seriously.
Yeah, having been completely like covered in that like slimy, gross water, in the days following those events, you guys catch a fever and are a bit sick for a couple days. Yeah.
I use my song of rest.
Naga, you have Hjalgren to take care of you. Tekka, you have Lily.
Like in those animes, and he has like he's bringing you like porridge.
Yeah.
He has like the fucking the wet pack on your forehead.
Jesus.
Tristan, despite being sick, she's been making an effort to like visit you guys, check up on you, make sure like what is that?
Like you said.
She's making the effort to make sure you guys aren't like dying or anything.
Aw, that's sweet.
Yeah. Well, she doesn't care about you now. Okay. No, but yeah, she's going house to house. Eder, maybe you help out with some curative. No. Okay. What do you spend your time doing while they're sick?
Can I do some repairing the boat?
Yeah.
Buy some supplies.
For sure. Yeah. Well, having party members who are cool.
Useless.
Naga has some spare wood left over if you want to save some money.
That's
Hey, Naga,
Bjorn.
do you have any spare wood?
And to add to that, Naga, to make it maybe a little more easy for you to decide, Hjalgren, he's been making a like true effort to try and be useful. He's not like handy, you know, he can't like build, you know, little outhouses or anything for you, but he has made some effort to chop down and produce more wood for you after seeing you get some wood.
You're a slave, dude.
Well, no, he's not a slave. He's just trying to earn his place in Naga's house, technically.
Yeah.
Also, to be fair, like to understand like his motivations a bit more, you all, well, I don't know if Dorna heard this conversation. Wait, no, I think only Tekka heard this. Tekka, you know he's a deserter, so he's trying to make himself particularly useful so that you guys don't like out him.
I'll never out him.
Uh-huh.
He's in Bjorn's heart. Yeah, or I have some wood
Yeah.
for you if you want.
I'm not talking about the sexual kind.
No. Just the regular hardwood.
Yeah. So being sick when you show up, I imagine just like, yeah, just go for it. You know, Hjalgren probably helps you take it to your place, Dorna. And over the course of, you know, next few days, you do spend some time working on the boat. And while it's not brand new, you definitely are pretty confident it's seaworthy. So
Any rare woods?
yeah.
Purple mats.
Can I enchant it with like elven wood?
Your
And-
teeth.
I'm playing.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
I got no break stones, man. I'm going for epic.
So I'm gonna type out a list in a sec for you guys to decide on other things you can do during this like little downtime. But Yulamon does come a knocking on each of your doors after you guys start to feel a bit better. He tells you guys a few things. So first, you all earn 20 gold pieces each for the return of that little girl. It was partially some of their savings, as well as the wife of the. So it was a man and a woman. They had a kid. Duh. The father, he was a farmer, and the wife, she was part of the like organization council part of the town. She was the one who like threw banquets together and stuff like that. She like helped organize the one that you guys went to. She organized like a little fundraiser. And some of the people of the town heard about your good deeds, pitched in, and that's how you guys wound up getting paid.
20 gold each, right?
20 gold each, yes.
Where do we add that?
GP?
Yeah, you have an equipment section at the bottom of your character sheet.
Yeah, Dorna, can you enter yours?
Yeah, darn it first. Nugget, right here. You see these numbers? These zeros?
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, these are your golds. So yeah, in addition to that, Yulamon says he's still like sorting through the leftovers, but just you know for flavor, you guys are able to don like fresh equipment. So like your equipment doesn't change, but you're not wearing like tattered, like rusted or busted up equipment. You guys like got brand new, fresh leathers, fresh you know
The suit boys.
armors.
Yeah.
During you use a shield, right? Yeah, you got like a fresh new shield. Things like that. So not like a direct upgrade, but you guys now look like the heroes that people in town are starting to see you as. In addition to that, as you guys are getting better, you're almost like the local, not just like militia, but like local like firefighters. You know, people who come to you for all sorts of things, from like, oh, my cat's stuck up in a tree, to oh, hey, there's a fight over at the tavern. Can you guys go break that shit up? You know, like that's kind of.
I don't want to do that.
We're not taking any of those calls.
Yeah.
Bjorn can do that.
I got it.
I chopped that.
You guys. So yeah, you guys typically when you get those tasks, you delegate them. You delegate them to Tristan or maybe.
Ooh,
The strongest guy on your team.
Maybe you guys would convince Tjalgern to
this is not bad.
pull his weight. I don't know.
Hey man, he gave Dorna Eder some wood, so
Yeah.
he did his job. So you said Eula Biatch is
Wow.
talking to each of us, right?
Yeah.
So did I already have the conversation? Am I having
Well,
it right now?
oh well, I mean, is there anything you want to talk to him about specifically?
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
up?
yeah. I do want to talk to him. He told me something. He told me something last time, and I'm calling upon that right now.
Okay.
All right, so knock
God.
on my door.
I don't even remember what I said. So, boom, boom, boom.
Oh,
Wow.
Are you feeling better, Bjorn?
Yes.
I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm doing well. Town seems to be running itself without Bossless's men.
Okay, cool.
Real professional.
I asked you some time ago about a place where me and my crew could potentially get some different weapons, and you said you had a place that had some leftover equipment.
Mhm.
You know, if you could point us in the right direction, I'd like to go take a look, see what we can upgrade with.
So as he's here, he's got a small handcart behind him, and he gestures to that. So we're saying this takes place before you've like received your stuff, right? So
Open your eyes.
he gestures to that. If you step over here with me, and he pulls off a tarp, revealing all matter of equipment, and this is your fresh stuff that I just mentioned. So and in addition to that, he produces a pouch, and he says, "For saving that young lady from the temple." Handing it to you.
Thank you.
He says, "I'm still going over the equipment, so there could still be something that might pique your interests. But right now, this is the best that I've found. It's fresh, brand new equipment, no marks, no dings. You can trust that it'll fit well. If you need any assistance putting on, we have, standards for how our soldiers are to wear armor." I know what you're thinking, Tekka. Fuck off. We have standards for how soldiers typically wear armor. If you need any guidance or assistance with that,
No,
we're happy
I
to help
don't.
you.
No,
Okay.
No, calm down.
Yeah.
no. Thank you.
Is there
Can I
any?
kind of pull it into my warehouse?
Well, the whole
Like-
the whole cart.
Call up my boy.
The whole
Come grab.
the whole cart isn't for you, but sure, you can call
Yeah,
Galdreth to help you.
I'll call the rest of the squad.
Oh.
And we'll sort through it.
Yeah, you gonna use that stupid horn while I sleep you? I'm tired of it.
So yeah, then yeah, that's how this whole like moment can transpire. You can
So I'll
well,
kinda,
I mean, do you want to like? Is that how you call them, or do you actually say like, well, here, just leave the cart and like I'll
Yeah,
bring
leave
the
the car here for me. I'll let him know.
He okay, so yeah, he's like, please,
Have you talked to them yet?
no, not yet.
No. Just let
No.
him know it's here.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah. Please, I do ask you that you only take what you need. I do still have some men who need outfitting. Seeing how capable you all are, I figure that you all deserve the first pickings. Yeah. Is there any equipment that you all are searching for specifically I could especially look for?
Looking for legendaries. Same.
We'll get back to you. We'll let you know.
My people
Thank
will
you.
call your people.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Do you have other men who've also fought Aboleth?
Oh, man. Usually,
I would
like,
freaking
actually, you'll have
hate you.
you fight.
yeah, that's exactly what it says. It says, "Oh, did you fight it?"
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
A few days ago, that wasn't the story you were telling us. If I remember correctly, you were running from it.
No. A fight doesn't just have to be, when I punch him. I said some mean things to him. So, thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna take the thing in. I'm gonna slowly close the door and say like, peace. Thank you, appreciate it. We'll get back to you. Kind of
Yep.
close the door.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow. What a political man.
Oops.
Jesus. Great.
Oh. Hey, that's why you're here.
So over the course of like the next week or so, I'm gonna list some activities for you guys. If any of these strike your fancy, and then you're not like tied to this list, but you can do
What's in
things.
the cart?
What? Oh, well, like I said, it's just run of the mill like equipment, you know, but it's all like
No,
brand new.
there's no weapons in there. I was like,
Well,
asking about weapons.
Well, yeah, no, that's part of it. Yeah, like but like the standard stuff. Like, what are you looking for? Any
Roll a
specific?
perception check to see if it's a weapon.
I'm not stupid. Why do I need to roll a perception?
No, you see things like maces, hand axes, great axes, some swords. You know, like typical stuff. Yeah.
Is there like a bow and arrow in there by any chance?
Yeah. And a quiver with some arrows. Yeah.
Awesome. Did you subclass fighter or what?
Not yet. I haven't talked to the DM about it.
Yeah. Well, don't worry about that bow and arrow.
Yeah.
I need a master seal so I can upgrade a little bit. Wrong game, idiot.
So things you can you're not bound to this list, but some things you can do during your downtime is buy magical items. You can go carousing, which means socializing. You can you can go craft an item. You can you can commit some crimes. You can gamble. You can do some pit fighting if you want to test your mettle. You can just spend some time relaxing. You could spend some time doing some religious service, some research, scribing a spell scroll, selling a magic item, because you know typically those are specialty items. You can do some training, or you could just do some honest work. Any of those sound appealing to you?
Is there like, what are those thingies? Where they like identify items, see their value?
Smith?
No, not those.
Yeah, Deckard Cain.
Yeah, as I say, I don't know the name, but yeah, there's certainly merchants or just general people in town that you could talk to about identifying an item.
I'm gonna try that.
Uh-huh. Okay. What item would you like to identify, Dorna?
My gem that's supposed to be not fake, hopefully.
Okay. I'll get back to you in just a moment. Tekka and Naga, any particular downtime activities you want to engage in?
Literally get my cardio up.
Train some agility.
Yeah.
If I do any fighting or like, you know, whatever, do I get paid for it? Be like the victor?
In theory, yeah. If you're the victor.
Well, here's just Eder and I on this journey now. Someone's dying.
Naga's a broken leg.
Do you die if you lose?
No, so like pit fighting is generally non-lethal. This is just for sport.
Can it be lethal?
If you want it to be, but that wouldn't really be something that's like out in the open. Like pit fighting is just being a small town. You know, there's not a whole lot of activities to keep people entertained. So once a week, men will get together and test their might. And that's probably something you've heard about like around town. You know, like drunken men like coming up to you. You're that Pathfinder, eh? I bet I could kick your ass. You know, stuff like that, and that sort of thing could motivate you to participate. So you show up with a box cutter?
Yeah.
Wow, sweet axe, bro. Clearly proficient with one hand.
I'm gonna go to the, what do we call it? The hall, right? Where we get like food and stuff like that?
Yeah.
The banquet hall? Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, what's this guy's name again? Friggin' Kjolgren, right?
Yeah.
Kjolgren, get ready. We're going out. Get us some babes tonight.
Wow. Okay. Okay. So while you two do that, back to you, Dorna. The guy says it'll take a couple days to like verify and make sure, because he's got to talk to some jewelers and stuff, see what they're asking for this sort of thing. He could tell you that what you have is likely real, and is likely somewhat valuable. So he doesn't want to get your hopes up with like he doesn't want to like try to ballpark a price or anything, but it's looking pretty good. So in the couple days that takes, and like I will tell you soon, it's not something I'm trying to put off, but in the couple days that takes, do you want to like do anything with your boat? Do you want to like go fishing or like test it, anything like that?
Yeah, a couple test runs sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah. as I said, your confidence wasn't unfounded. Your boat is able to fare these waters pretty well. The sails you spent time repairing and stuff. The winds aren't super favorable here, so you're just kind of like casually out on the lake and stuff.
Peaceful.
But yeah, exactly. It's a pretty chill, good time.
Nobody bugging me about some stupid fights or
Yeah.
anything. Relax.
Yeah, occasionally you hear Naga trying to get your attention. Tekka, how about you? Any downtime activities you want to engage in?
Yeah, actually, I want to. I mean, is there like a preschool around, or is like
What the
a?
hell?
Yeah, I'm ready to pound. So, I mean, the kids are. I mean, they had to move with all the people here.
Right.
I mean, it's pretty crazy to be like uprooted from.
Yeah.
You know, the main place.
So back in Yvelisse, there probably was like a formal schooling system, tiers and stuff. But here, being kind of like ragtag, there's just kind of like one place where kids of all grades go, and get some sort of teaching.
Okay. Is there a place right now that Lily and I can go? Because Lily and I are together right now.
Right.
It's me and a girl that joins with another guy.
Right.
Like I'm currently with a girl.
I'm
which is the
getting
opposite
girls.
gender of your friend.
Not
By the way.
one girl.
Well, speaking of that, Dorna, do you take anybody out with you on your little lake cruise or no?
Yeah, or merman.
Okay.
I'm pretty good about my stuff.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you're with Lily, Tekka?
Yeah. So basically, Lily and I want to go and see if there's an area where there's a bunch of the. Excuse me. It's like a bunch of kids. Like I don't know if it's like it would be at the square or like the town green or whatever.
Mhm.
But basically, we want to do. Basically, I told Lily, but I told her basically of like the basics of the adventure that we went on.
Mm.
She rubbed my back.
She's super
And-
impressed.
She is. She's like, wow, you fought all of them and you beat the I was like, yeah.
All by yourself, did you? Wow.
Yep.
Well, the others just sat in a room full of.
By the gate.
Well, the others just sat in a room full of poop.
I take it you done out there or what? Yeah. Jesus. The final boss. Top David Trails.
My
Oh, so
hero.
good. But yeah, basically what we want to do is we kind of want to go and recruit the kids to reenact some of the battles.
Right.
And yeah, just little things like that and kind of boost the morale and let them know like, hey, your superhero is here.
Right.
The hometown hero.
Yeah.
Leader of the Pathfinders.
Mhm.
Do I have any other titles? I mean,
Bitch.
oh, what?
Liar.
The MC Rekka.
That's right.
Tactical
Yeah. Yeah, but basically we want to help boost morale, let everybody know, hey, we're there for you,
Mm.
and that pretty soon we're gonna kill Orny and put Cindy in place of the governor.
Wait, I mean,
Oh,
that last part was a joke, right?
yeah, in asterisks.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so that's what
Well, so yeah, I mean,
that's what
so
Lily and I want.
well, I was gonna say, so like seriously, you're not saying it directly, but you're kind of like using the kids and like their plays and stuff to kind of paint Orny in a bad light. Is that something you're doing, or?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I can't do it because I don't have enough on him other than
Right.
I hate him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
I
mean-
don't have enough good on that guy other than he's a scumbag and he's a dirty person anyway.
Well, yes. I mean, you could portray him as like lazy or something in the plays. I don't know.
Makes a little
Yeah, you know what? That's what we're gonna do. We're
Yeah.
basically we're gonna set up. So after we return, we're basically gonna set it up to where I'll find like the largest kid who's like kind of sloth-like, and I'll have him like sit down in a chair. No, no. That's so rude. No. So basically, oh well, you're blurry. I have beer goggles on. Okay, you're
Mhm.
back. So basically, what we'll do is we'll get someone who does act a little bit lazy, and basically have him sit in a chair and try and like acting like he's trying to be really really busy, and then
Mhm.
I'll come in and I'll have like a group of the kids ready to go on some sort of adventure.
Right.
And say this is what we need to do, and he's just gonna dismiss us and be like, I'm too busy for that.
Right.
And all the kids are like, oh man, Horny's lazy and dumb.
Right.
We don't like him.
Boo!
That guy.
Yeah.
Horny.
Yeah, and then I want
The kids are doing the edit.
yeah, yeah. yeah, show him the header. Yeah, the sign of the Pathfinder. Then we'll have some people acting as Yulamon and Siliki, saying, "Oh yes, we have a great adventure to go on," and all the kids will cheer.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and so that's gonna paint him in a bad light because he's a bad person.
Right. So yeah, that pretty much goes exactly how like you explained. The kids have a blast, like pretending to be you guys. In fact, there's like some arguments. No, I get to be Arteka. No, I do. Like, yeah, whatever. Like you see one kid like running around. Well, I'm Yulomon. Stuff like that. So yeah, they're all having a good time. And then as you said, when Orny's all like disinterested, you hear little kids like boo. Like, oh man. But
poor kid that has to play.
I know, yeah. Find the one kid. 2 donuts for you.
One donut, no
only
donut.
1 donut, no donut. But in the middle of the performance and that little play, I want to also display my Super 6 skills with the rapier. In the event that there are any adults or other watchmen or militia that are watching, and they're like, "Wow, this dude is sick with the python and the rapier."
Yeah, some parents probably show up. Yeah.
Yeah, they do. They're gonna kill all their parents. That's awesome. Yeah, so that's
He murdered younglings.
Yeah, that's what they
The
get.
whole temple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's basically what I want to do.
Yeah. Okay. So, back to you, Naga. Are there any type of women you're after while you and Hjalgern are out on the prowl?
Long-haired dudes.
It's my turn, buddy.
He got all gussied up. He tried his best.
All right, cool.
He's
I'm looking for. No, I'm looking for maybe some darker hair color, maybe about like 5'8".
Ponytails.
Not. I want a little thick, maybe a little ponytail, but has to have nice long hair.
Give me a perception check, Naga.
Oh God.
Is that a guy or a girl?
No. It's
No.
All right. 2.
You're prowling. You're doing your best trying to find that special somebody that you just described, but I don't know. She's just not here in this crowd. You do run into though your old lady friends from the banquet night.
Those weren't my friends. Those were his friends.
My friends.
They recognize you. They chat your ear off a little bit with some old stories.
Oh, can I talk to him?
Yeah.
Oh, ladies, how are you? How are you feeling?
Oh, we're doing just fine, young man. We heard about your adventures to the to the temple across the way.
They take out their adventures.
Oh, Eder has missed you so much. He hasn't stopped talking about you. You must come to his place and visit him. He's missed you.
They turn to each other, kind of like, well, is that so? Where does he live? Maybe we could bring him some baked goods.
Do I have a map on me?
Oh, yeah.
Do I got a map?
But you can describe it. You have the map is in here, Naga.
Yeah, so I tell them I don't tell him where he lives.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. He says he just can't sleep without just thinking about you guys and you ladies, and he needs you. During our adventure, all he could think about was you and if he was gonna make it out to see you or not, So I'd really appreciate it if you went and saw my friend.
Naga, can you give me a persuasion check? I mean, you sold it pretty well. It's not gonna be too hard, but.
All right.
Two.
Whoa.
Yeah, what are you doing, Naga?
Hold on.
You're on some dice difficulties over here.
All right. Let's go. Give me a good one.
14.
14.
Plus?
Oh, I don't know.
Wow.
-2. So tough. No, but as I said, you went all in with that. These ladies, they have no reason not to trust you, so they're pretty convinced. They think you're overselling it a little bit, but they believe that Eder is really, missing them. So like, oh, do you know what kind of snacks the young man likes?
He likes earthworms. For some reason, he loves the taste of grass. I don't know.
They turn to each other.
You like dirt?
Is that what those
See, he
tieflings like to
grew up
eat?
on a ship, you know, he was a sailor, so food is hard to come by. So
He's a pound of shit.
he's a skinny guy.
Right.
So earthworms and grass are just really what he enjoys. I know it's a little strange, but
One of them turns to you. Is that normally what tieflings eat?
who knows? Maybe.
What?
I'm sure he'd be happy to just visit it, you know.
Revenge of the Bjorn.
Well, we'll do our best. You can tell them we're coming.
Okay.
And with that, they kind of go back to talking, you know, laughing a little bit. If you decide to eavesdrop, you know, you hear them talking about, I've never cooked with worms before, you know, stuff like that. Things like that. Yeah. You see Hjalgern trying his best, but kind of striking out with a nice
He's
nice farmer girl. Yeah.
Oh god. What time do you get off?
I got this.
You mind if I watch?
Yeah. She's like working there, balancing like a plate, and you can tell she's like, I really got customers. Like, come on.
Like, use him as a stand. On his head.
But yeah. Back to you, Dorna. We'll cut back to Naga in a sec. I assume you're not done there, Naga, or do you just kind of after not seeing the one? Okay.
I need to find a lady.
So Dorna, you kind of walk back into the shop that you went to get your gem appraised at, and Edda, I'm quite happy to see you, but I've got some good news and I got some bad news. What you found is something known around these parts as chrysoberyl, and it's a precious commodity. You know, nobles tend to use it to adorn all their fancy accoutrements, things like that. But in these parts, it doesn't quite go for as much. So if we were still living in Yvelisse, you could see something like that typically going for about 275 gold pieces. But around here, I don't know that I could get you more than 100 gold. I'll buy it from you for 100 gold, but I'm looking to make a profit. I can't see myself selling it for more than 130, 140 around these parts.
Do you have anything to barter along with the 100 gold? Can I look around?
Sure. What are you looking for? This particular shop is like sort of like an arts and like jewelry shop, right? So that's most of what he has here. But when you talk to him initially, you did find out he's like, you know, he's connected with a lot of the merchants around here, you know. So if you want him to try and work something out with another merchant, you know, he could probably try that. It really depends on what you're looking for.
You got any silk rope?
You say this is an eyebrow? Like, I could come up with some, yeah.
Alright, we're gonna have to have that. And that's not enough, right?
Oh.
You got any toys? Just toys.
Rope and toys? What are we talking about?
Children's toys.
Oh. What kind
What are
of...
you thinking?
Look, I know better than to judge a man who's looking to buy from me. That's his response.
Where's this guy at?
Well, I mean, yeah, jewelry. He's got some glass devices in the back.
I think I need to buy one for Lily.
Wow.
Try me, bro.
Mm-hmm. He says, yeah, toys. Yeah, I've probably got some dolls laying around. As I said, this is an art shop, so we got some things that resemble toys, could be played with as toys, but you typically wouldn't want to give them to someone too young. They might not treat it properly. But yeah,
It's okay.
Okay. So anything else? Just the rope?
Yeah, the thing that's it.
All right. So it's a deal. 100 gold and 50 feet of rope. Silk rope.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yo,
So-
fam, you only got 50 feet.
That's 10 gold pieces worth of silk rope.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
Dorna, you are 100 gold richer. And 50 silk rope richer.
Should have hodled, man. Should have hodled.
No. Naga, back to you. You're still hanging around. Okay, who was that? Okay. So yeah, Naga. You're like hanging out. You're still searching for that special someone you were describing earlier, but
Can I?
it's not.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, no, I was just gonna say it's not like that like specific criteria you gave me. You know, you're not really finding that.
Wait,
That's-
did you skip Tekka?
No, Tekka did the play
Doing
stuff.
Big stuff right now. What
Yeah,
the heck,
he's
man?
raising town morale by.
This mother effer.
Oh my
Get
god.
the heck out of here.
He's raising town morale by playing with
Is
kids.
there like a bar area?
Yeah, there's
Can I,
a local watering hole.
Can I take? What do I see? Is there anybody like kind of just chilling there? Like, are there any like kind of like warrior-looking dudes? You know, lone wolf type of guys hanging out.
Give me a perception check.
Wait, are you
Trying
looking
to
for
find the
girls
one.
still?
I'm playing games.
Trying to find the one. Don't judge him.
Yeah, Jesus.
Oh, 4. Fuck. 2. Okay. I almost had a 20. I almost had a 20.
Yeah.
Bad rolls.
I need to get rid of this die. This die is going over here.
It cursed though.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for like anybody though. Like anybody.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I was gonna say. You don't find like some like mercenary looking dude, like you
Yeah.
said, but yeah. There's people like loitering outside. You can definitely hear that there's activity going on inside. You know, there's people going in and out. It's a fairly busy
Can I,
place.
can I just walk up to like some guy? Maybe just want to walk up to him and say like, "Hey, what time is it? Afternoon?
Yeah.
Evening?
I'd say. Well, I mean, it depends. Like, when did you want to go out? When did you and
Whatever.
y'all gonna go out? Okay.
How's this afternoon? Can I talk to him?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
cool?
Yeah.
How's this afternoon treating you,
Oh,
my fellow brother?
not too bad, but better if you'd buy us all around. He says, gesturing to some of his friends.
Maybe. We'll see. Do you think? Talk for a minute. I have some questions I'd like to ask. I put some. How much is a drink or whatever?
Not very much at all. It's,
For all the idiots, I'll just put down a gold or 2.
probably less than that.
Alright,
Yeah.
I'll put down.
It's silver a pop, dude.
Yeah. It's like a silver a pop. So 5 of you as a group, you know, that's 5 silver.
Alright, so I'll put down 5 silver.
Yeah.
How do I do the?
So it's 100 silver and 1 gold. So you're gonna have to.
So minus 1 gold and 95 silver.
Yeah.
In intelligence.
Is this enough?
Alright, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, you buy them all around a drink. And all of a sudden you're all their new best friend.
Mhm.
But before you get into your questions, one of them asks you, "What brings a half-orc like you into a town like this?"
I'm on a mission, and I'm here to get my mission done.
A mission?
A mission.
What sort of mission is that?
My mission is to protect you guys and make sure nothing happens to all the lovely people that live around here.
You know, already being a little tipsy, you know, he's like, "Do we look like we need protecting?"
Not you, but the little kids.
Mm.
I'm sure you can hold your own in a fight.
Mm.
I wouldn't want to fight with you.
Damn straight.
Oh, what confidence.
Well, I mean, he's knocked
This
a,
axe on my back.
he's knocked a few back.
What's up?
He's knocked a few back. He's a little, you know.
Okay.
He's not looking for a fight. He's just,
Is he drunk? He can't hold a conversation?
Well, no. He could talk. Well, he's got like that liquid confidence going.
Yeah.
He's just like,
Cool.
I'd kick your
can
ass.
Either of your, either you or your friends tell me about a creature known as Quaddle. Anything. Any mysterious, anything really. Or anything about a mysterious forest.
You're in a mysterious forest.
Okay.
Yeah. You
Alright. Well, I tried.
Do you guys know the Galdreth forest?
No, like, just, you guys know anything about a mysterious forest? You know? A magical
You guys
little
know I can
magical
find
kid.
that?
Sounds
Wait,
like fairy tales for little kids, but
He back.
Okay, yeah. One of them chimes in. You're protecting us from fairy tales, then?
answer the question, mate. Bought you a drink. I have more where that came from.
No.
I just need some good answers.
You do see them all kind of like silent down as they're thinking, thinking about that next drink.
Fucking assholes. Just trying to, I will kill all of you.
Did you say that?
I don't
Okay, because I was gonna say that's gonna start down a whole road.
Where's the box cutter?
While you're having this conversation, and Dorna's enjoying his peaceful time out at the lake.
With his hammer. Bonk, bonk, bonk.
No. Well, no, his boat's already good. It was seaworthy when he went out. Well, yeah. So I mean, well, actually, no, Dorna, because you did a few test runs, but do you like normally spend your free time like out on the lake like meditating, or?
Oh, yeah.
Like a douche.
Uh-huh.
I'm on my
No,
yacht.
I'm relaxing.
Yeah, you're chilling. All right. Well, I want you to go ahead and give me a perception check while you're relaxing out on the lake, and I'll get you your perception modifier. Do you have something like handy to roll with? Because you don't have to be in tabletop sim, but.
Let me Google it right now.
Okay.
Let's go to like a dice roller.
Yeah.
D20, right?
Yep. And you're gonna have a +4 on that.
Woohoo! I got a 9 total.
So yeah, you're just enjoying the peaceful, yeah, the peaceful rocking of the ship. Maybe you hear or even see some birds flying over. And then like as you're sitting here, you're being a sailor, you're well acquainted with what it's like to be out on the water. And then this doesn't strike you as like concerning at first. You think maybe you're just in the middle of passing out. You're lying there, chilling, and you kind of feel your boat steady completely. No rocking from the boat whatsoever. And like as I said, like in any other situation you probably would have jumped out like that, but like you're just like so calm and peaceful. You're like, yeah, maybe I'm slipping into a nap, who knows, whatever. But that's when you hear a familiar voice in your head. The same voice that you had heard in the temple.
Ah, shit.
Enjoying your downtime, are you?
Hell yeah. Who are you?
Hello, God.
It was a very bad thing you did back in that temple.
Wait, what temple? I didn't do soliloquy.
You thought that no one had seen you drop that head, did you?
Wait, what?
The statue head that you dropped.
What?
So
What are you talking about?
if this influences if this influences you at all, Lorna, as I said, you recognize this as the voice of what you assume now to be the Aboleth, and not like an actual deity or anything speaking to you.
Yeah.
So, you attempted to put it back on the statue, and instead shattered it to 1,000 pieces. And then what did you do with the eye that fell out of it? You sold it for your own personal gain.
Oh. Now I'm gonna pretend to sleep.
How did he know?
Pretend to sleep.
All right, give me a perception check against the aboleth. You have a +3 deception. That's not bad.
15.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know, mid conversation, she's like, and then that's when you feel it. The boat just.
Oh hell no.
The rash is in the water. It doesn't throw you out. It doesn't like destroy the boat or anything. But you just feel the whole boat like lurch in the water. Are you awake yet?
I'm gonna roll around.
You feel it again. Splashing like you feel like you're actually getting like air for like a foot or two, and then splashing in the water.
Open one eye.
Yeah.
Do I know if I have my horn near me?
Yeah, you probably do. You probably keep it like in your knapsack or whatever. Your knapsack, your backpack, your whatever.
I would probably like to jet towards that thing.
Yeah.
Wait. He blows on it?
Yeah. So, we'll say that this is kind of at the tail end of your two activities. So, Tekka, is there anything else you want to do with the play, or like do you just kind of wrap up?
Come on, kids, I'll show you where the water is.
All right, swimming lessons.
Swimming lessons.
Yeah.
The mass murder.
No, not the water. Why would you go in the water?
Naga. These guys at the table all start sharing like wild stories about like fairies that they've seen. One claims to have seen a dragon. Like crazy ass sorts of creatures like that might lurk in a forest like this. Owlbears, things like that. Like you're hearing all these like fantastical stories.
Like Children of the Forest, anything like remotely similar.
To that. Oh, okay. So if you kind of honing in on that, one of them points out, he's like, you know, it's funny. We got all these halflings running around our town, you know, like they own the place. But every now and then I see them leave. I never know where they're going. You know, take the road back, that goes to Uvalis. But what business would they have in Uvalis? It's a dead town. They follow a road off into what I can only assume to be the center of the forest, but I don't know where they're going.
So they take the road down to Evilise, but that also leads to the center of the forest.
No, there's like a separate road. Like there's the main road between Mothbalon and Uvalis, and then like an offshoot road which does have like some houses along it. So like there's reasonable reason for people to be going that way, but like if you ask him that, like he kind of like clarifies. He's like, yeah, the halflings they'll just leave for weeks at a time. I don't know where they're going, and I mean they don't look like they can handle themselves too great.
Thank you.
So
my friends.
Yeah. So I can't imagine them going out like fighting anything or going too far. There's got to be something out there. And
okay.
One chimes in. So,
what
about that other round of drinks?
I get up and I say, "You've done me well today."
Uh-huh.
Put down. Shut up.
All 5 guys.
I put down 10 silver. I'll be like,
ooh.
This one and next one's on me.
Nice.
And I come back here. Want some more information?
We'll let you know if we hear anything. But by the way, what's your name?
Bjorn.
Bjorn.
Dicksucker.
Next time we see you, Bjorn, we'll buy your drinks.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Take care, friends.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just kind of walk, find Kjolger and see what he's up to. Is he? Shut up, take it. I'm trying to play the game.
Great.
Well, so yeah, before you can actually get back to Hjalgern, you hear out on the lake. Tekka, you're hanging out with the kids, you know, like plays wrapped up, everybody, all the kids are laughing, having a good time. You're mingling with the parents, hanging out with Lily, and you hear. Yeah. Yeah, you immediately think
Yeah,
Bjorn.
oh, this is not what I want to hear right now.
Alright, yeah.
That noise out my ear.
So I hear it definitely.
Yeah.
Wait, so hold on. I gave him 10 silver, so after minus 10 there.
Correct.
And another
Cool.
5.
Can I find like?
You already did the
Okay,
-5.
Do I have to? Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I just said you already did the -5, like the initial -5.
Yeah, now it's
Yeah.
minus 10, right?
Yeah.
Well, cheap.
Can I just find like the cutest chick in there? Whatever. Give her 10 silver, or like give her like I don't know 20 silver. Be like keep Hjalgren busy for the night. If
Wow.
he does anything
10
stupid,
silver?
whatever. What's like good?
Cheapskate, dude.
Like just
What
make
the
sure he
fuck?
doesn't.
You're gonna poison him.
I don't want him to go back home and get killed. That thing watched Dorna. He's in a. Oh, well, I don't know that, but
Yeah, player knowledge, character knowledge.
I don't know. But I still kind of want. Okay, fine. I guess I can't do it. You're right.
I mean, you can still buy him a good time.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
10 silver.
Okay. How about like 3 gold? Just make sure he doesn't leave. That's.
I'm on my way. I will give him a good
I'll tell her if he does anything stupid, just walk away.
Well,
Just make
well,
sure he doesn't-
okay, hold on. This is important. There's a very important distinction we got to make here. Are you trying to preposition a prostitute, or are you just trying to find a girl to like be his friend for the night?
Be his friend for the night.
Okay, so yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not trying to
Not a
have
mistake.
Hjalgren take. What?
yeah.
Why
So
would I do that for him? Why would I do that for me? What the heck?
Yeah.
So I mean, when you approach, like a regular girl with like this proposition, like she's immediately like annoyed, like because she's like misinterpreting it, right? Like, hey, give my friend a good time. She's like, the fuck, But you do explain, you go into detail, and then once you throw out that price of 3 gold, she's like, okay, yeah.
Alright, well, I'm wasting my money. -3.
How much you got?
Bartanga, I need the money.
Leave him alone.
So then after I do that, I want to sprint out of there
Mhm.
and go to the point of that was so that Hjalgren does not leave that place.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
there like just drunk and just there. I'll pick
Right.
him up later
okay.
because I'm hearing the sound. I don't
Right.
know what's going on. I'm
Right.
scared.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm out the door
Right,
and I'm ready for like a fight.
right.
I'm scared. Yeah. You know what, Tekka? You know what? Okay. Okay, buddy.
What?
These guys are talking shit.
What? He hasn't even said anything.
Yeah,
Oh, those faces, though.
he's talking with his face.
1,000 words.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you guys run over to like the docks, which is likely where Dorna left from, and I want you both to give me perception checks.
Who?
Wait, hold on.
Tekken.
Hold on.
Oh, what's
No,
up? Okay.
No,
Oh, okay.
absolutely not the action or the path that I would like to.
Oh,
take.
okay. Okay.
First off, Lily and I are not done.
Oh, okay.
I have not left the children yet.
Okay.
I don't know where Bjorn was, or how he came over to me, or what.
Wait, I didn't go to him.
Yeah, yeah. Well, well, then tell me. You tell me. It's your character.
No, I get it.
I was
So,
just making assumptions. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, no, but I meant like Naga. Like, if you want to do something different, you let me know.
No, I just want to go to where the horn is.
Okay.
I can 1v1. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Does
that's-
Lily do anything in combat with me, or does she just look hot?
She just looks
I
at.
mean, she's the real boss.
Oh, I should have got Tristan with us. Fuck.
Naga, I will say that while you're running, you do catch Tristan, like kind of pushing through crowds, like through the market square, like she heard it, and like she's trying to find one of you, and like she probably sees you, runs over to you, like what? Who's blowing that horn?
I don't know. We have to go. Make
Okay.
sure the others are okay.
So Tekka, back to you. No, Lily is not over here.
Do I have a song of taste or anything? Anything cool that's able to assist anyone?
Wait.
That's the green one, by the way. And just sprinting on down.
Yeah.
No, I say, Lily, I am being called, summoned to the Great Lakes. Then I roll out.
The kids start imitating you. I'm being summoned to the Great Lakes. Yeah.
I'll go with you.
And then then there's like, just kidding, no. Ah!
Yeah, no. Some of the kids do like try to follow you, but Lily, yeah, she kind of like, no. We're gonna stay inside for now. Make sure. Like she's kind of aware of the urgency of the situation, so she corrals
Watch my
them.
house. DVR this show. Yes.
Yeah.
Better have that dinner done. Cool. So I leave her with a bunch of little kids
Mhm.
to attack her.
You get back, her skin is flayed off,
Yeah.
or organs missing.
Like, she's the aboleth. Right.
They have like the demonic circle around.
Yeah. They're all like linking hands, blood coming out of their wrists.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
it's so good. Yeah, they said it was a sandbox. Let's play D&D. It'd be more fun, they said. Jesus Christ. Yeah, and actually, instead of going to Eder, I
Mhm.
respond with my own toot of my horn.
All right. So
So I sprint over there, and I assume that at some point I see Tristan and
Yeah.
Bjorn.
yeah.
Yeah. Sweet.
So yeah.
It's pronounced Bjorn. Get it right.
So yeah. I mean, do you try to blow the horn back like immediately, or do you wait until you meet up with Bjorn?
Yeah. I mean, do I have to roll for performance on that?
Well, no.
So,
Like.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
well, no.
mean,
I'm just
like,
asking like which comes first.
I'm on the way.
So yeah, like as
Oh,
soon as you
okay,
leave,
yeah.
you blow.
Yeah.
So okay.
I have to alert him.
Yeah,
Let
okay.
him know. 'Cause, I mean, I assume that I can tell it's extremely far off into the distance.
Yeah.
And that we're the only people with these horns
Mhm.
because
Right.
there was a limit of 3
Right.
in the game world. So yeah. I mean, and normally no one except for Bjorn because he's an idiot. Would do that in the middle of the morning,
Right.
trying to wake everybody up like a dick.
Look,
Right.
there was a temple that needed to be raided.
Uh-huh.
You're welcome.
You didn't. How did you know that? We didn't
You
even have
just-
that information.
It led to it. So that's how I know.
So Bjorn, you hear another horn go off inside town.
Nani?
Oh my god.
But
Wait,
Which way do I go?
yeah. How do you react? How does Bjorn react to that?
Which one's obviously our Turker is louder, right?
Right.
I go to the louder one.
Yeah. Okay. And then Tristan accompanies you.
Yes.
So yeah, you all meet up kind of like on the edge of town, like near the docks. So
By the docks.
well, like
Okay.
near them, like you and
Okay.
Tekka meet up.
So we're still trying to go to like the like boat area, right? Or
Right. Well, I mean, you were kind of there, but like once you heard Tekka, you ran off. So like you met up with him, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So, do you have anything to say to him? He just blew his horn. He tooted his own horn, dude.
Oh, Checo, what's going on?
I'm not sure. I heard the horn, and I responded.
Same. Let's go. It must be.
I didn't hear your horn.
I didn't blow the horn.
Can I see if he's lying? Oh man.
You think
it
he's
must
totally
be Eder.
bullshitting it?
Where's
I blew
Eder?
it. Oh, we have to go meet up. Maybe it's him. Maybe he needs help. Wouldn't know.
Maybe it's what?
Maybe he needs help. I don't know.
That is
Maybe
not
he
one
needs
true.
help.
Yeah.
There we go.
I
There we go.
was in the middle of talking. That is extremely rude. Wow. What's your charisma?
Lower than yours.
Clearly 7. Holy crap! Whoa. Oh, this guy looks dumber than he is. 7 charisma. Holy crap!
Jesus.
Yikes! This guy wear a mask. We need to help him out. We need to go to the seamstress immediately.
Jesus.
I don't want to play anymore.
Yeah. So, I mean, can we see the boat from where we are?
Um.
Like, if we were to look out into, and there's no response, right, from Eder?
Oh, so yeah, Eder, you do hear the back in town.
I would probably want to grab it and then look over
Yeah.
really carefully.
Yeah. The waters are still shaking from like being tossed a couple times.
Is he still talking to me? Like, it was good. I heard you broke that head.
As of right now, no. There's like a moment of silence. Like after you blew your horn, there's a good pause of silence. But yeah, you see these guys like starting to like shuffle around on the lake looking.
All right, so I don't redo the horn,
Mhm.
but I would like to redirect the boat
Okay.
towards shore.
All right.
Docks.
Yep. yeah, so you shift your sails. Probably out of panic, you know, you have like an oar ready too, and you're trying to help it along. And yeah, you start working your way over there when you do hear the voice in your head again. Oh, are you leaving? I thought we were having so much fun. um, once you get about like 10 feet from where you initially started hearing the voice, the boat is thrashed again backwards in the direction that you were away from shore. You two,
Fuck this guy.
you two. Well, not you don't go flying back 10 feet, but like that's like the direction you get tossed. You two, you see like this just big ass wave, like manhandle this boat out in the middle of the lake.
How big is the boat, by the way?
Like
Is it like a canoe or like a?
bigger than a canoe, like smaller than an arcade clipper.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's like realistically, that's like an 18 to 20 footer.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty decent
yeah,
little transport ship.
yeah. You could definitely have like four to six people in it, depending on like how you set people up.
Bjorn, did you see that?
I saw it.
And yeah, this
roll?
this thing being that big, you seeing it move like that, you guys immediately notice it. Like,
Can I roll a? Okay, so like, what kind of water are we talking about? Is it? I'm
Is
just
it
gonna roll a
clear
perception check.
water? Is it
Um,
drinkable?
the whole water, or the whole you don't even have to roll an the whole lake is calm. It's like a pretty like chill like lake.
Is
Words
it
been
transparent? Is
it, it's not like super duper clean. Like you can see a few feet in, but you can't see the bottom. No.
Okay.
But because of like the sliminess and stuff, all that stuff that's going on, a lot of people have been advised to stay out of the water and avoid drinking it. What's been going on is the town's drinking water is mostly coming from Siliqui's temple. She's been purifying water, her and some of the clerics she's training. So yeah, like the waters are pretty calm, mostly empty aside from the one boat out there, and that one section that's thrashing about.
And you said it's how far? We're like at the docks right now. How
Right.
far away is the boat from us?
I'd say you guys are about like here.
If I were to throw a football, would I be able to hit it from where I am?
Trying to throw this over the mountains.
Well, I don't know. How good is your character at throwing footballs?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
No, you are about like a football field's length away. That's a good.
Okay, I'm not that good.
Oh,
I can't throw an axe that far away.
I you gotta throw it. Eder catch.
Accidentally hit Eder.
Right in the head.
Oh man.
Tie your rope around this.
Oh, he did just get a bunch of silk rope.
I'm not.
Yeah, I was gonna
Give me your silk rope.
Ah,
Hell no.
yeah, no. I had to negotiate for this.
Over
thing.
my dead body.
Not a problem. I mentioned to Bjorn that like we probably need to go see Silicky about this because that's
Mhm.
I mean one we don't have any way of getting out there, and two, there's a random gigantic wave and huge crash in the middle of the lake. Yeah,
Mhm.
nah. Nah.
You're on your own, buddy.
Yeah. Ed, I'm sorry. Hope you drop good loot.
Be right back.
Alright. Initiate combat cast.
No, so
This new move anyway.
So Dorna, I imagine like you seen them standing around. You just got like thrashed back. You're like getting your bearings, and you just keep going ham, right? Like with your oar. Like you're trying to like paddle back to shore. Or you just like chilling. What's your course of action?
I think I'm gonna go back to my first strategy and just
Play dead.
just sleep it off. This is just a dip in the market. That's all.
Yo.
um.
Yeah, so since Eder's dead, Bjorn, I don't know what's capable of causing a wave like that, but that's
Oh, I
beyond
know.
us. No, you don't. I have the same intelligence of you, and I have no idea. So,
You haven't been paying attention.
uh...
I'll be back in just a moment.
Yeah, I think
I'll follow
we
you.
need to seek Silky, or see if Yulamon has a boat that we could
You want to
just
go?
die.
Just go die.
I'm on my head to die.
I'll just right into our death. Do flashlights exist in this world?
No, lanterns do. Torches do.
Do underwater lanterns exist?
Probably magical items that do that. Yeah, that work that way.
What if there's a whole underwater city? That's where the heart is.
The Zora domain. You
You
guys aren't real gamers. You don't know what that is.
shut up.
Yeah, I don't.
Dorna, you hear
Let's go.
you hear the voice speak to you again. Edda, how about we make a
Yes,
deal?
that's me. I'm listening.
I know everything there is to know about you. Your time spent at sea.
When's my birthday?
He ignores that question. The 48th of Law 6. No. He says he says, I know that your time at sea has molded you into the man you are today. You want nothing more.
Oh, thanks. Oh.
You want nothing more than to be a captain of your own crew. Is that correct?
Wow.
Do you not want to respond? Or
I say, yeah.
what if I could grant you the power to convert anyone that you want to your own mercenary on your ship?
What's the price?
There are those who live amongst you, whose souls that I want. Bring me Tristan and Eulamond, and this power is yours.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes. I'm deceiving him. I don't know if I gotta roll for that shit.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a deception roll, Darna.
D20.
Yep, D20 plus 3.
So that would be a 13.
Okay, with a 13, you're okay. He says, are you being forward with me, Edda? And as he asks that, you feel the waters again completely calm.
I hate you, Lamont. This guy's always bossing me around. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. You know who I want to lead? Orny.
Ooh.
That's my fucking boy.
Yes. Has he told you about his relationship with Orny?
No. No, he hasn't. Why is that something I need to know? Before I kill his ass?
No. You won't kill him. You'll bring him to me alive. I'll be the one who kills him.
Do you know how much work that is?
Aren't you curious about how Eulamon lost his eye?
I'm more curious as to why it is so shiny and possibly valuable.
Shiny. Do you mean the glow that it sometimes possesses?
Yeah, you know. It's like, ugh.
That is from his bond with Alyeska, the goddess of light.
What the fuck? Bro, are you serious?
I have no reason to lie to you, Edda. In fact, I could end you right now. The reason I'm being honest with you is because I believe you can be a useful asset to me. But only
Well,
if you're willing.
yeah, fuck you, Lamont, dude. Fuck the goddess of light.
Oh,
um,
You gotta do what you gotta do.
so go ahead and give me another deception check with your more convincing argument.
this is Edder's pee hole right here.
Oh
This
my-
is the guy.
Oh my god.
What'd you roll?
Oh my. Here's the Gyazo, boys. Wait, is this what the... Oh no.
Is it a
not
one?
like this.
It's
Oh no.
It's a one, boys.
Oh my. No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, rest in peace. So, as I said, you felt the waters coming around you. When, you know, you're giving the, yeah, fuck you, Lamont, fuck that asshole, he's a dick, fuck the goddess of light, you're giving that whole speech. And he says, it's not like a holy man to disparage the gods. You're useless to me. And as he says that, you feel, and you two see, just this cone of water rise up from the middle of the lake and completely engulf Edder's boat.
Take
and
the place of Tristan.
and in, you know, a moment, the boat that you saw out in the lake, gone.
See you next episode.
Tune in next week.
On Edder Ball Z.
Dragon.
I love that song.
Dude, the dub is so trash.
It is. but
So-
it's awesome. It's so awesome.
Hey, Gohan.
Edder,
Where's your dad, Goku?
Edder,
Guko.
Yeah.
you certainly aren't dead, but you are submerged fairly deeply in the water. I want you to give me an athletics check for your swimming.
Better have them gills.
Unless
He has advantage. He is a sailor.
I don't think that sailors spend their time on the water, not in the water, Naga.
Yeah, but you know how many times they fall off?
No, not this sailor.
Good sailors.
Um,
Sailing in this dick.
What's my thingy?
for
Is it athletic?
athletics, yeah, that's a +2.
Oh my god, I'm rolling real bad, boys. That's gonna be an 8.
Ooh.
You gotta
Yeah.
refresh the thing every single time.
Yeah, reset the seed.
Yeah, you reset it.
So you're like thrashing about, like trying to swim towards the surface, but
Oh, my poor boat, man.
you're struggling.
Dang,
Um,
man.
If it's any consolation, you're familiar with, you know, small boats capsizing and stuff like that. The way that your boat was engulfed is, yes, it's flipped and underwater at the moment, but it wasn't like destroyed, right? You know, it's salvageable. It's just that, you know, there's more pressing matters at the moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're thrashing around in the water, and as I said, you guys do see his boat. You know, you see it kind of bob upside down in the middle of the lake.
Okay. All right.
Should we do something, Tristan?
8 intelligence. Let's go, bud. Let's go.
Yeah,
gonna go
throw your
ahead
horn
and-
back at him.
No. I'm gonna show you what 8 intelligence is all about.
You okay there? Boo.
Hold on.
Let's just fight this thing. We don't need no flying whatchamacallit.
All right, I'm gonna jump in the water.
Okay.
8 intelligence.
Yeah.
That's what he would do.
Yeah.
And I'm before I do that, I'm gonna scream, Edder!
Okay.
No! And I'm gonna activate rage,
Okay.
and then I'm a speedboat my way to him. Can I roll an athletics check to see how good I swim?
Yeah, you are going to do that, but let me see if your rage affects that in any way.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, it'd be a strength check, so you get advantage on this, Naga.
Wait, what am I doing? Strength check?
Well, athletics is a strength skill, so you're doing a strength athletics check.
Do you have all your armor on too? Because you're sinking right now.
No, he's a barbarian. He doesn't wear armor. He's the unarmored defense.
Yeah, 15 armor. No
Yeah.
one's hitting me, buddy. Not even you. So
you
I
definitely
just,
take damage.
So, yeah, advantage athletics check. Go.
so I just roll d20, right?
That's a d12. How do you keep fucking this up, Naga? This is a d20.
Look, I'm nervous for my little buddy.
Okay. Okay, you want to roll again? You have advantage, remember? You roll again. So we're just gonna ignore that roll, Naga. Don't worry. Okay, that's better.
Can I put bardic inspiration on him since he requires it?
We'll say that, yeah, as you see him like barreling down the docks, you cast bardic inspiration.
Wait, it's 14 plus 4?
Plus 6. Your athletics is insane.
Oh,
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm saving you, buddy.
So yeah, you
I'm speeding. My legs are just.
yeah, you're doggy paddling.
Wow.
You're slamming through.
Let's go. Wait, what does bardic inspiration do again? Does that just mean
Not that you need it.
Yeah.
Or,
No.
does that mean I can roll again?
I think it means you get to roll plus 6 or a d6 and add that, right? Or,
Correct.
yeah,
Okay. I don't know. But how long do I have?
for a bit.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you can keep it handy. So yeah, you're barreling over there. Like you're seeing this big ass
Wait,
dude.
do I see any like weird waves of like?
No.
You know,
All you see out there is just like I said, the flip boat, and you are gaining on it
any
fast.
chunks of wood coming at me?
No,
Am I?
like I said, the boat wasn't destroyed or anything.
Okay.
So yeah, you are swimming fast. This water is unlike the water you experienced in the temple. It's not like the slimy stuff up here. You like this water feels like water you're familiar with, basically. So you're having no problem swimming through this. Tekka, you're seeing Bjorn, a large half-orc man, swim faster than you've ever seen something that big swim. Well, that wasn't,
What a whale.
Okay, yeah, it's something that you weren't, or it's something that wasn't accustomed to the water, at least. So,
Yeah.
what do? Do you just...
I'm impressed. Okay, he's got him. If he was smart, he would have let me ride him like a surfboard. You know.
on,
yeah,
bro.
I mean, there's not much I can do.
Right.
I mean, I'm even if I were to remove all my clothing,
Yeah.
and float on my penis, which is a flotation device,
Right.
I don't have the physical ability
To swim that well.
Bjorn.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Mhm.
Just saying. I was a soldier, not a sailor,
Right.
and I wasn't around the water very much.
Mhm.
Not a beast either.
So,
Watch me change shape.
Dorna, I want you to give me another athletics check. You are sinking. Your mace is pulling you down, dude.
Ah, shit.
I told this guy. God.
Plus, so 10. Oh, my, I'm off. I didn't refresh.
Dude. Dorna, you know how to do it. You go.
Yeah. Where are those mythic rolls at? No.
Come on.
So yeah, you're looking up and you see the light of the surface of the water getting dimmer and dimmer as you're reaching out. Naga, it's an intense like couple minutes of swimming, or I don't know. I'm bad with time, but this amount of time that's passing for you to swim that length, it feels like hours. You're just like panicking, worried, concerned for your friend. But you are now in the area his boat is at, and you don't see anybody like floating in the water, nothing like that.
How long does rage? So last
Oh,
1
wow.
minute.
Oh, then
Wow.
yeah, no, you said 1 minute. Thanks for being honest, Naga. So yeah, you pretty much spend the entire duration of your rage swimming over there.
I'm like close to him. Can I dive under to grab him? Or
Give me a perception check to like search the waters for him. Dorna, as you're getting deeper, you're starting to feel the water kind of like change around your feet, almost like it's grasping you.
6. So 4.
These are some sad rolls, boys. Can I get my one last week for a glass?
Oh, God.
No, you don't see him anyway.
So am I just swimming in the wrong direction now, or what am I doing?
No. You're looking around. And you're like, where is he? You try your best.
Short, Naga.
You like dip your head under the boat, thinking maybe he's under there. Nope, you don't see him. Nowhere, no how. He
Take
vanished.
the boat back. Just leave me.
Can I blow the horn again?
Yeah, you can blow the horn.
I don't know what else to do.
Boo. Naga, you hear Arteka blow his horn?
Okay.
I'm hoping that Eder can hear it. Not guaranteed though.
No.
Take it on a real nap this time. It's no fake nap.
Being this deep underwater, you don't hear anything, Dorna. However, you do see Naga, like you see him worming around up there, where you were. If there's anything you can do about that.
What do I got? My
Well, in your vicinity, you only have what you have on you, but you do know some
I mean,
spells.
Yeah, that's fine.
Didn't even tie that rope. I had that rope tied, man. If I were you, I would urinate. Eventually, it's gonna get warm. Then, like, me think he down. I'll be there in no time.
Yeah.
Like, are you petting a cat?
No, I'm filling up my water.
That's why you got the like 7,000 gallon jug.
Oh, I was like filling it up with what? Anyway, Dorna.
Can I use? What does Fire Torch do again?
Let me look.
I can like do a lot of random stuff.
Yeah. Your voice booms up to 3 times as loud as normal for a minute. You can cause flames to flicker, brighten, dim, or change color. You can cause harmless tremors in the ground. You can create an instantaneous sound that originates from a point of your choice within range, such as a rumble of thunder, the cry of a raven, or ominous whispers. You can instantly cause an unlocked door or window to fly open or slam shut. And you can change the appearance of your eyes for a minute.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do that voice thing.
Okay.
No, fuck no, you idiot.
Wait, question.
What?
Why did we add 6 to my
Because that was your athletics.
But that's a
Yeah.
savings. Oh no, that's
No.
down here. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's alright.
Of course I'm right. No. So, Naga, you're splashing around looking like, where the fuck is he? Where the fuck is he? When you hear, like, bubbling up from under you know, he's trying his best to talk, you know, completely submerged in water. And you're like, hearing that. Like,
Can I swim towards the sound?
yeah.
Alright.
Go ahead and
just do another athletics check.
use that inspiration.
Not yet. I gotta save that one.
It's only
That's a D12!
Naga.
Okay.
15
So 21.
plus 4, right?
Well, no, plus 6, it's athletics.
Oh
So-
shit.
You got 21. So,
Yeah.
Naga, you're yeah, and you instinctively just start swimming down there. And you're going. Dorna, you see this large like object, the shadow coming down from the light, and like, and you're like because you just used like the last of your breath to like shout. You're kind of like the blackness is closing in on you, and you know you just reach out. Bjorn, you grab Eder's hand, and I imagine you start to like pull him up, right? And then start kicking upwards, trying to swim out.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah.
Am I conscious?
Um,
Well, he's
bent over row, you know. Help me out.
not the entire time. You were.
clean the.
Yeah, like as he grabs you, you know, like you're aware that like you're being grabbed and you're being saved. You feel a bit of relief wash over you, but you kind of pass out on the way up.
Okay.
Naga, you get him back up to the surface of the water, and
Good girl.
Can I kind of like throw him over like a plank? Oh, his boat's
Roll for initiative.
no, over initiative. No, being like as big as you are, you can kind of like hoist him like on your back and like have one arm going, one arm around him, and like doggy paddling, you know. Because you roll so well on your rolls, yeah, your technique is pretty solid. But yeah, Arteka and Tristan, they see they see that Bjorn actually has retrieved somebody from that boat.
Awesome. I want to get on Tristan's shoulders.
Okay.
This is what Pathfinders have to do.
I high five her
Yeah.
and I wink.
Well, it's one of those high fives that you high five and then, you know, hold hands for a second and then.
Oh, great, babe.
No, I've had that happen before, and it was the weirdest thing ever. Like, I didn't even know her that well, and she did that, and I was like, what the fuck?
Was that?
After 5 times, and she's like, what the
Was it like?
the fuck is...
Wait, what are you doing?
Yeah, it was like, I was like, okay.
Yikes. You're like,
Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah. So you high five her. She's excited. Like, I've never seen someone move that fast before. You didn't tell me you knew how to swim that good.
well, not me. I just inspired the man. Yeah. I'm the catalyst to his incredible.
It's so weird because in that temple he was having a rough time getting out of that water.
I didn't inspire him.
Yeah. So you two are able to get back to the docks. You don't have any interruptions or voices. Dorna is
I want to cast spells.
okay.
Alright, I want to cast sleep. So, I want to cast...
No, you're swimming back when you feel sleep. No.
Oh, shit. Fucking rip.
Alright, this stack is adventure now.
Yeah, pretty much. Now
No.
I just need to go get the kids to come over and eat them. Let's see. Prestidigitation, I want to warm them both up. Actually, I just want to warm up Eder.
Right.
The other dude's kind of in a rage.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I want to warm them both up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't prestidigitation let you start like small fires, like a campfire or whatever?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Light us on fire in the water.
Instantaneously light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small fire. So I want
Yeah.
to light Bjorn on fire. He's right next to Eder.
All right.
And Eder will warm up.
Right. So I just imagine you. Stop that. I just imagine you lighting a part. You light a part of the dock on fire, right? Not actually Bjorn, right? Or I don't know. What do you?
Light the docks on
What do you
fire.
actually light on fire? Yeah.
His own boat from the,
Yeah.
He's lighting me on fire. Okay, let's do it.
do we have any Tinder to swipe?
I mean, there's probably like barrels that you could co-opt turn into like a makeshift
Yeah.
fire pit.
Yep. Is there any like feces around? No joke. No joke. I'm just saying.
Probably. Sure.
I'll send them back in. Yeah. So I'd like to.
Throw a chest in the barrel.
Oh.
Put the poop.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Light her on fire.
Uh.
No, Pathfinder, find a path out of here. Yeah. So we'll light up one of the barrels.
Mhm. Okay.
nearby.
Yeah. So yeah, you get that prepared as Bjorn swims over with Eder and
Awesome.
pulls him out of the water.
Soup.
My conscience.
Your conscience.
Ugh, are you okay, Eder? Eder.
He's unconscious.
I start pounding on his chest.
Oh.
You have to kiss me, dude.
No.
Do you give him mouth to
Tress,
mouth?
Tress, Tress, come here.
What? I've never done this before.
Help him.
Well,
Put your mouth on his head.
she kisses his forehead. Like that?
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Eder's
Try a
not even
little,
conscious
try a
yet.
little bit lower next time. Way lower.
Lower. Next to his big toe.
In the middle.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. She is panicking, but like, she regains herself and she does start to give him like mouth to mouth. But she gestures to you, Naga, and says, "Push on his chest. I'm not big enough. You push on his chest. I'll give him mouth to mouth."
All right, so
Yeah.
break his ribs.
Yeah. No.
Strength check.
So
25.
yeah, you guys are working to awaken him when Dorna, you feel water flowing up out of your lungs, coughing it up all over the place. You are conscious again.
I'm gonna stand up.
Yeah.
Arteka, thank you.
You're the one I saw in the water, right?
Thank you so much.
Actually, yeah, a tiny,
Big hug.
yeah, a tiny bit of retconning. You couldn't tell who was up there when you were underwater. You saw a figure and you started shouting, you know. So it could have been either of them. Yeah. So.
Eder, I never want to lose you from my party. I never want to lose you from my side.
Aww.
Oh, okay.
I'll do almost anything to make sure that you're still breathing.
Oh, thanks, man.
And it feels so
I
good.
say good job, Arteka. Good job,
I
Arteka.
give Kristen a hug,
Yeah.
and then while I'm hugging,
Mhm.
can I slide a hand, see what she has?
She has boobs, but vagine.
Sure.
Hell yeah, let's go.
I better get that scroll. She's got an ancient scroll, and I can tell.
Wait, time to refresh.
Yep, get that. You're gonna roll a 17.
Oh my, it's a fucking 20.
Crit feel.
I'll get back to you on that in a second. You do find some
Them's
stuff
the
though.
dice.
Oh, shit.
Them's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
dice.
Just gotta refresh.
But yeah, so like I said, I'll tell you what you found in a sec. Yeah, so you're pounding her down. You find a couple pouches. You know, you know, but yeah, yeah. We'll see. You haven't had a chance to look inside them yet. They feel heavy though. They feel pretty good. You do notice that you lost your 100 gold pouch though. No, I'm kidding. Okay, okay, I wouldn't do that to you.
So sad.
No,
Do I
I
have the rope?
what? Yeah, no, you still have all your
As
stuff.
long as I got the rope.
No, you still have all your stuff. Don't worry. Well, not your boat, but you have everything else.
Man, I
What's
was gonna get that little dwarf guy, start a business.
Mm.
I was gonna make him my slave.
He's not gonna slay that.
He works for me.
For now.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'll give him a mission to build a boat. A big boat.
No, an arc.
Yogurn, I have a task for you.
I need a galleon. And not the fucking West Side galley either. That one sucks.
Wow.
It's all about the East.
So, yeah, you're awake. You're alive. Is there anything you all want to talk about, say to each other after that near-death experience for Eder?
Just a quick heads up. I have about 20 minutes,
Okay, that's fine.
give or take.
Okay.
Sorry, I know Naga was late and we had to start a little later, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Fucking Anna,
What
can you
the
stop
hell?
being late? No.
What the hell?
he's like, I'm home early from school. I'm ready, whatever. Naga's late.
Came up 3 hours early.
Okay, no, that's fine. But yeah, so
Dude. These are exciting, to be honest. These are. We're not really like
progressing.
down,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Well, no, but you with the downtime stuff, you guys have gotten a lot done. Things are happening, you know.
Yeah, and I'm level 3 now.
I didn't say that. Oh, also, we will say, Tech, I totally forgot, but during this downtime, because like we're saying, like a couple weeks have passed, right? You know, like you guys have spent some time doing your various activities. You've also probably spent some time like training the guards as well, like you said you would. So,
I'm a man of my word,
yeah.
and I can do that.
Well, Naga's like shaking his head. What, were you participating now? Do you want to join in?
Nah.
But yeah, okay. Anyway, back to this moment. Yeah. So Eder, do you want to share with them what you experienced?
yeah.
Stop, Becca.
It's so hard. Must have seen. That's for sure.
The Aboleth is definitely still up and running, guys. And I got some juicy stuff to tell you. I'll tell you.
Yo, okay, I can't wait.
Okay, I understand.
I already
wait
understand not
for
doing
you.
it.
Listen,
no,
can you go grab me a cup of coffee? Thanks.
Sure. She wanders off to go fetch you a drink of some sort.
So, the Aboleth wants Shanae and Ulamon outsies. You gunzo. Also, did you guys know Ulamon is a thingy-magoober? The goddess of light? You know that? See his eyeball, bro?
Mm.
That'll be Alyeska, goddess of light.
Mm-hmm.
Alyeska?
Yeah. Then why'd you have to cast
What
magic
do you guys
missile?
think Alyeska and the Aboleth have to do with each other?
They both start with A.
No. Alyeska starts with the no.
Alright. O-L-I...
Why would you? Why do you guys
Okay.
think the Aboleth
Oh, I
wants him
didn't.
dead? There has to be a reason.
So he wants their... Does he just want them dead?
Well, no. He wanted them alive for their souls.
Oh.
Question mark.
Hmm.
Got it.
And
He wanted them
I
for
don't know what that really means.
Souls.
What are souls?
Souls.
These powers are above us. Have you spoken with your god?
Hello? I text him.
Um,
It takes a while.
Yeah, I was gonna say
The
you
reception out here is terrible.
need some meditation to communicate with your God. A little bit of meditation. So
Here's the conspiracy theory I'm thinking of. Orny is actually the Aboleth.
Hmm.
Hmm?
Mhm.
Hmm?
Okay, not bad.
And he's trying to drive the city in the wrong direction with the Aboleth, you know, by his side. You know what I'm saying? And he's trying to convince me, to, you know,
I
yes?
don't know. You tell me.
trying to convince me to get their souls or something. I'm not sure what that's all about. How do you get someone's soul? I don't know. Beats me. Can I get a textbook
What
or
happened to
something?
Bo?
I feel like we're running at like a dead end. Maybe we should ask a few more questions. I talked to
I
some
don't
people.
know. I don't know if we should reveal it fully to Yulamon and Soliloquy.
No,
That
we
might
shouldn't.
be.
Maybe not them. Maybe some other people. I've got
Yeah,
some
but
information.
they would probably know the most, but I don't think we should reveal it fully because that just doesn't seem like the right move.
You're right.
But they would know the most information, I'm assuming. Even though they're the targets.
Understood.
Thinking.
Tristan?
We have a lot of things.
Tristan went to go fetch.
Making a drink, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna be coffee or something.
Nice.
What were you guys up to while I was dying and no, getting no help?
I was actually getting some information out of.
That's awesome,
Alright.
Bjorn. What
Okay.
I was doing was...
Well, thanks for saving me, by the way, Arteka.
Never a problem. I never want you that far away from my side. Ever. Again. Eder. Again. Bjorn, you were saying?
No.
You.
Some
You acquired
of
information.
some of the commoners were talking about how halflings they usually they were so abundant around town, but then they started to disappear. They would take the road to Evilise, and somewhere along that path they would they'll kind of disappear, maybe into like a road, into like a forest. So maybe that has something to do with kind of this aboleth, because I know that the quaddles usually live in the like magical forest, and so if we have halflings kind of disappearing, maybe kind of link like the two and two together, kind of connect the dots.
Tristan's a halfling, right?
Yes.
Well, she might lead us somewhere too. After she gets me a coffee.
Yeah, I almost died, but man, I really go for a coffee. Mean cup of Joe right now.
Yes. Oh Jesus. Huh.
She might know something about that. How about you, Arteka?
I'm scribing this information in my brain. Be back soon. Let's see. Quaddles usually live in the forest, protecting the forest. But the aboleth may be the cause of the disappearing COTFs. I think we're onto something, my friends. Onto something deep and dark. Like Eder.
Tris-
I don't have much
Show you something
information.
deep and dark.
I
Tristan,
don't have much information, but I will let you know that the revolt has begun.
dang.
I've begun gathering the townsfolk, slowly planting seeds in their minds. That Orny is not the man to head this town. Slowly but surely, it will be ours. Or Siliki's. Or ours.
Or ours.
Could kill two birds with one stone. Please the aboleth and take the town.
Yeah. Absolutely. Pretty much.
So Tristan shows back up, offering Eder something to drink. She was
Thank
like,
you. Here you go, Arteka.
Ah, yes. Thank you, my rescuee. And you mentioned a goddess, another goddess. How many goddesses are there?
a lot.
Quite a large number, if I know.
One more than one.
Depending on how she nods. Depending on how seriously you took your religious studies, Dorna, your character. I was gonna say your character would know that.
I should know there's more than one.
Well, yeah. Well, I was gonna say you might not necessarily know the names or the customs or whatever, but you know at the very least that there is, I believe.
Plenty.
No, I believe there's. Well, in Arvanism, which is what Lossix and your beliefs are a part of, there are 8. And those are like the ones you recognize, even though you don't believe in them. Obviously, lots of people worship different things depending on where they're from. But hearing the name Alieska, you know that that's part of the Arvanist pantheon.
Pantheon.
Yeah.
Panty. Off.
We have a lot of leads to go on.
Yeah.
We could see what information we can find about this goddess. Maybe dig up something from Ulamon's pastor. We have halflings running away, disappearing, coming back. The revolt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you
What does that mean? Are you doing this in character?
go. Yep. These are my 2 votes.
Oh.
I think that we've gathered sufficient information
Mm.
to kind of lead us to point us to where we need to go.
Wait, hold on, Dorna. You said what you just said? Eder said what you just said? Tristan asks, revolt.
Tristan,
Yeah?
come here for a second.
She walks over to you, Bjorn. What is
So I
it?
kind of pull her aside, try to get her mind off it. What am I gonna say now? Shit.
Uh-huh.
What were you doing?
Deceive her.
What were you doing when you caught me running to the horns, to the sound of the horn. What were you up to?
I was just playing with my dog.
You have a dog?
Yeah.
Huh. You never mentioned that.
Sounds tasty.
Wow.
What kind of dog do you have? Can it be useful? I won't say that part, though.
Okay, one of you thinks it's tasty, one of you thinks it's useful. Come on. Yeah.
Well, animals can help us out,
She says, oh, he's a big friendly mastiff. Mastiff.
What is that? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Walk back to the...
Oh, we lost Norna.
No.
Wait,
What's it called? Hastiffs?
No, mastiff. Mastiff. I don't know the proper way. Mastiff.
Tiff. Yep. You're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have a... I'm gonna wait till that fool gets back here, but...
Yeah. Oh, his laptop dead, huh? That's what it was?
Forgot to charge it.
Yeah.
Doesn't it give you a warning?
Well, it depends on how old it is. I mean, yes, it would, but you'd be like, your laptop's about to blur. Let's just over. Finally.
Hello? Dorna?
Nice, you found the plug?
Hi.
Oh, what's that noise?
Can you hear us?
I don't think he knows that. I know he does.
Hello?
Dorna? Dorna?
Nice microphone quality.
Oh, okay. Don't talk for the rest of the 5 minutes that we have.
Yeah. So, okay. Anything else you want to say to her? Ask her more about her dog.
It's a very, very nice dog that you have. Maybe it could be...
Shut up.
I thought about taking him with us to the temple, but I was afraid he'd get hurt.
Did you get hurt?
Well, I almost did. If you weren't there to save me.
And I'll save your dog if it needs to be saved.
Would you really?
We're adding it to the team. Bring it next time. What's the name?
Can I hear this?
Dog? No, you can't. I pulled her off to the side.
How far off to the side?
I mean, for a private conversation. I have big ears. What's the name of your dog?
Well, but before she answers that, she's all excited. She's like, "Oh my god, I could get it like a little green bandana, like a Pathfinder, like embroidered and everything."
Shut up. You keep this a secret.
Why do I have to keep it a secret?
Because I said so.
Oh.
All right, cool. Sorry, I turn around and just walk.
Oh, okay. She's all sad now. Okay.
Distraction.
Yeah.
Got him.
Okay. Yeah. Well, she was quite distracted. Yeah.
Take care of everything, Bjorn.
Yes.
Did you kill her?
Disappointing.
She's all set, right?
What?
What?
She's all set, right?
Oh.
Yeah, she's sad.
all set.
Yeah.
She's dead.
You're asking me if she's sad? No, she's fine.
No, she all set. Like.
Oh yeah, she's all set. Yeah.
Alright, I loot her.
I got my axe.
Well, I actually don't already pickpocketed all of her loot, so.
Too slow, buddy.
Gotta
Too
loot
slow.
everybody.
So yeah, I think that's probably the best spot for us to stop then, because pretty much what happens next is you guys decide which route you want to invest your energy in. Like Dorna just said, the revolt, the heart, the aboleth. You know, what do you?
Yeah, but I still have to pick up Hjalgren and everything. Oh, the next one, go get
Dang,
Hjalgren.
man. I hope you got a van, dude.
No, I drive a
Oh, actually no. I had something in mind for that, Naga. When you get home, Hjalgren is there. No.
With his lucky lady.
Yeah, he's entertaining her. They're not like in bed or anything, but like you see him like sitting at the table. No, they're like laughing over wine, stuff like that. You know, good time.
Mm.
You're more lucky than you, Naga.
Well, I mean,
Well, she obviously liked him because she went home. I didn't say she had to take him home.
she's just being friendly for now. You don't see him doing anything.
I mean,
but, you know.
means that we're starting somewhere.
Too friendly, Dorna. But yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Dorna nearly died, lost his boat. That was
All that wood, man.
no. As I said, it's not lost. It's just flipped
Just
in the
out
middle
there.
of the lake. Yeah.
We're not gonna go get that boat back.
No, that's a duty for Tristan.
Solo mission.
Yeah, solo mission.
You put her on boat retrieval duty.
Yo, I was about to push her in the water
What?
Oh, this guy.
for fun, but that would have been bad.
No, yeah, after everything
Why didn't
she's
you
done for
swim
you.
on her dog?
But she has a really good dog.
Are you basing that on the pictures you saw on Google?
No, I have this sheet for it.
What? You have a sheet for dogs?
Yeah.
Alright. I don't know. I want to see the sheet. Did you link it?
I'm looking at it right now.
And these dogs are pretty big.
Yeah.
Yo.
Especially compared to her, it's pretty big. At least how I'm imagining it. Did you look up Mastiff in D&D?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're real dogs, you know. Just so you know.
Whatever.
Mastiffs. They're cool.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
3 int? That's almost 3 higher than you, dog.
Yikes.
Damn.
Get him, Burn.
Oh.
Burn.
Dead.
Wait, I found a picture of Tristan and her dog. Hold on.
Oh crap. Oh no. I know.
Not safe for work.
No, it's not the fuck.
It's a sad one, right?
Tristan and her dog.
Yikes.
What the fuck? That is not what I'm expecting.
Wow. Okay, Tristan.
Jesus.
That thing is not safe.
Yeah.
Man, this is my goal right here. Anatolian Shepherd. Whoa. Look at that lion.
I feel like its head does not belong
So-
with that body.
Thank you, everybody,
All
so
right.
much for watching.
Hey,
Okay.
Tristan was loaded. What the?
Come over next week.
What the?
Was.
Got you.
Now she ain't enough.
We're gonna have to come up with a good name for the dog, because whatever
I mean-
Tristan named it, it doesn't matter.
So wait, when did Eder take her stuff when she came back with the drinks?
No.
How'd she pay for those drinks?
Oh shit.
Oh. No. She knows the barkeeper.
I mean, also it's
It's like, wait a second. Where's my stuff?
you don't know where she went to go get those drinks.
Oh, maybe that's you.
Oh my god, she paid for it.
Yep, dude. It hits the.
I gave it to
back
you.
Wait, Cass, this
What?
bite is 1d6 times 4?